Rafan, a space docking station located in neutral space, served as a haven for all kinds of races seeking respite from the vast expanse of the cosmos. Civilians, military personnel, and both lawful and unlawful beings alike docked at this self-governing sanctuary to indulge in a brief moment of solace, away from the unforgiving realities of their lives in the depths of space. In one of Rafan's bustling cantinas, Lantic, a notorious Geesan pirate, found himself seated among a motley crew of outlaws. They reveled in the company of fellow rogues who shared his penchant for danger and adventure. The ambient hum of alien chatter filled the air, accompanied by the clinking of glasses and the aroma of various intoxicants wafting through the dimly lit establishment. Amidst the din of the cantina, a hulking figure loomed over Lantic, casting a formidable shadow over the pirate's table. Geo, a verbot mercenary known for his ruthless efficiency in combat, fixed his gaze upon Lantic with a mixture of curiosity and suspicion. With a gruff voice that carried the authority born of countless battles, Geo inquired about Lantic's presence on the space station. As Lantic raised a frothy glass to his lips, the shimmering blue liquid within danced with the reflection of the overhead lights. He met Geo's probing stare with a sly grin. With a voice roughened by years spent traversing the treacherous void of space, Lantic began to regale the verbot mercenary with a tale of daring escapades and narrow brushes with death. "It's true, my verbot friend," Lantic began, his words tinged with a hint of defiance. "The pirating routes may have shifted towards the Terran territories, but even there, no space is truly safe from the long arm of the human marines." Leaning back in his seat, Lantic recounted the harrowing tale of how the once thriving pirate havens had turned into graveyards littered with the wreckage of ships that had dared to defy the might of the Terran forces. Initially, it had seemed like easy plundering, as pirate vessels prowled the vast expanses of space, preying upon unsuspecting merchant ships and wayward travelers. However, as rumors spread of the relentless space marines dispatched by the Terran Alliance to bring order to the lawless fringes of the galaxy, panic began to grip the hearts of even the most seasoned spacefaring outlaws. Lantic spoke of how his own vessel had narrowly evaded capture, the blazing streaks of energy weapons grazing the hull as he made a desperate bid for freedom. With a twinkle of defiance in his eyes, Lantic described how he had outmaneuvered his pursuers, his nimble ship dancing between shadows and debris as he eluded the relentless pursuit of the humans. Fueled by a mixture of bravado and desperation, Lantic charted a course straight for Rafan, a neutral sanctuary that beckoned like a beacon of hope amid the unforgiving darkness of space. As his tale unfolded in the cantina, the room fell silent. The other patrons were drawn in by the gravity of his words. Even Geo, the stoic verbot mercenary, found himself captivated by the pirate's account of survival against impossible odds. In that moment, a bond of respect formed between the two unlikely companions, forged in the crucible of shared adversity and the unyielding spirit of those who dare to defy the oppressive forces that sought to control the galaxy. As the last echoes of Lantic's tale faded into the recesses of the cantina, leaving behind a lingering sense of awe and camaraderie, the space station of Rafan stood as a testament to the indomitable will of those who sought freedom in a universe determined to crush their dreams. Amidst the swirling currents of chaos and conflict that defined the expanse of space, a pirate and a mercenary found common ground in the shared belief that even in the darkest of nights, the light of hope could still shine bright. As Lantic weaved through the crowded corridors of Rafan, his mind still reeling from the encounter in the cantina, a sense of unease tugged at the edges of his thoughts. The cold chill that gripped him upon reaching the entry to his room sent a shiver down his spine. His instincts, sharp and honed by years of evading capture, sprang into action without hesitation. Lantic silently retreated, his heart pounding in his chest as he made a swift yet stealthy dash towards the hangar where his vessel awaited. As he approached his ship, a sharp intake of breath escaped him as he beheld a group of human figures resplendent in their armored suits standing sentry around his prized vessel. Panic surged through Lantic as he realized the gravity of the situation. How had the humans breached the sanctity of Rafan, a bastion of neutrality where the laws of any single race held no sway? The audacity of their intrusion sent a wave of fear and dread crashing over him, threatening to engulf him in despair. With a steely resolve born of desperation, Lantic sprinted back towards the heart of Rafan, seeking out the station's security personnel in a frantic bid for salvation. Breathless and wild-eyed, he implored them to escort him safely to his shuttle, his voice tinged with a mixture of urgency and fear as he recounted the imminent threat that loomed over him. The security personnel, recognizing the severity of the situation, assured Lantic of their assistance, but delivered a sobering truth. Once he departed Rafan's confines, he would be on his own, left to face the formidable might of the human interceptors that encircled the station like silent predators, waiting for their prey. Realization dawned upon Lantic that escape would not be a simple feat. His options dwindling with each passing heartbeat, he made a desperate gambit. He sought out Geo, the Verbot mercenary whose allegiance he had briefly shared in the cantina, hoping that the mercenary's loyalty would extend to aiding him in this dire hour of need. Confronting Geo with a plea for assistance, Lantic found himself met with a chilling gaze that betrayed no hint of the camaraderie they had once shared. In a swift and calculated betrayal, Geo's true colors were revealed as he led Lantic to his own quarters. A twisted smile of betrayal played upon his lips as the door closed behind them. Geo's treachery was laid bare as a detachment of human agents materialized within the room, their cold eyes fixed upon Lantic with an air of authority that brooked no dissent. Shock and disbelief clouded Lantic's features as the realization of his impending capture took hold, his trust shattered by the very hand he had sought for aid. Geo uttered words that cut deeper than any blade, revealing the mercenary's true nature in a stark display of betrayal. "I am a mercenary after all," Geo remarked nonchalantly, his allegiance bought by the highest bidder without a shred of remorse for the one he had once called an ally. Faced with the grim reality of his capture at the hands of those he had once deemed enemies, Lantic was led away by human agents. The echoes of Geo's betrayal rang in his ears as he was escorted towards an uncertain fate. In the cold embrace of captivity, surrounded by unfamiliar faces and the looming specter of imprisonment, Lantic's world crumbled around him. It was a stark reminder of the merciless nature of the chaos he had once navigated with reckless abandon. Now, a new reality was set in stone for those who lived by the old rules. Provoking the humans was a mistake that even the most seasoned pirate would regret making.